there at that point.
Right.
And because we're sweet and charming.
And because policy,
whatever. Yeah.
And engage in an assessment
Right.
process. And I mean, that starts from when we receive our initial call and we assess what's the most appropriate way to respond to this family.
And all that happens before you go knock on the door, though, right?
I mean, hopefully,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise we're blind at the door.
Yeah. So you come armed with information.
Right. And
It's
so
almost
sometimes,
legal.
Sometimes it makes sense to bring a clinician or a public health nurse with
Right.
us. Other times it makes sense to talk to a family first
Right.
and then get buy-in about
Right.
meeting with a public health nurse, something
Right.
like that. There's not a set script. Each family is different. How we
Right.
respond is different, but the philosophy is the same. You know,
Right.
people do better with people.
And they
people
open
are-
the door and you say,
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm from Child Welfare, and we got a report. I'm hoping to talk to you about that. Can I come in?
uh-huh. And they say,
No.
come on in, okay, and
No,
you go.
they say, who reported me?
Yeah.
And-
Yes,
and-
yes.
Then do you say, let's go to the living room or the kitchen? Do you what happens next?
Yeah, I mean, something along those lines. Most social workers go through some kind of engagement, joining, trying to de-escalate, help folks not feel quite so scared.
So tell me a little bit about engagement de-escalation. So what would that look like in every family? You would know that you could walk in and say, Karen is doing de-escalation right now because I recognize that here are the things that she is doing that all of us do more or less of.
And so you want to know what de-escalation looks like?
I mean, is there within differential response
Yeah.
something that says,
No.
here's de-escalation, here is something that is engagement?
Differential response expands and enhances our ability to address reports of child abuse and neglect by
Right.
providing a spectrum of response. Some
Okay.
being a pretty low-level spectrum of response wherein we are not going to do an in-person response. A second path, if you will, being where we are going to do an in-person response as child welfare, and we're also acknowledging that there's identified community need within an initial report.
Right.
And so differential response is just about working together with community, and however that looks, it can look like a lot of different ways to best support a family.
Yeah. And I don't, excuse me.
I was going to say, I think the question, the engagement de-escalation process is a process that's there without the differential
That's
response.
not differential response.
It's called,
That's good
what do you
practice.
do
To
when you knock
engage.
on the door of a stranger and you're about to tell
Or-
them,
Right.
I'm a social
Or
worker?
someone you investigated last month.
Yeah, well, that's a
not
little
be-
different for
might not
me.
be a
It's hi,
stranger.
Mrs. Jones, how are you
Yeah,
doing?
yep,
You know,
yep, yep.
But, it's,
Yep.
that's a completely separate process that's going to occur regardless.
But a process that's still an important piece of this, even though here's the
an
common
important
part.
piece of social work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good
Child
practice.
Yeah.
It's an important
Right.
piece of how we work with families.
But
always.
and I didn't mean to press too far on this, but it's only to make the point. One of the things that is that we need to do is to capture the excellent processes that you all just engage in without thinking. I mean, it is just how you do your business, and how you do your business here is really good. I mean, you are one of those islands of excellence. Okay, so, but what is the worst thing about being successful and having great outcomes is not knowing what you're doing to produce great outcomes, because to you it just feels natural. Well, you go there and you're not going to be mean, as you said. You're going to be nice to people. Well, what does that mean? If we want to teach, 100,000 caseworkers across